Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. So this reading is a continuation of my first reading about Harry getting a condo in San Francisco, and I just had to stop that video because the camera fell. So I already shuffled the deck, but I will shuffle it once again and then clear it, and then do a relationship spread about Harry and Meghan and their relationship right now. So now I'm going to clear the deck. And now I'm going to ask, so the relationship between Harry and Meghan right now. How is Harry and Meghan's relationship right now? How is the relationship right now in light of Harry's getting an apartment in San Francisco? So once again, I'm going to cut it into threes and take the middle one because this is the one I usually take. And then I'm getting the first card, which is the card that is signifying Harry. And we get here the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card that speaks about working hard and not getting a lot in return. Because what is important is the getting the apprenticeship. It's like someone who is an intern in a hospital, that he knows that he will get his reward later on, but right now he is working very hard to get that title, to get to be this professional. So this is about working hard with the diligence, but also about someone who feels that he sacrifices too much, someone who is feeling that he is like a Sisyphus, that he is suffering a lot. And this is not only about working for money, but also working in a relationship. This is how Harry feels right now. So he feels that he's working very hard. He's been doing a lot of sacrifices for the relationship and in order for the relationship to work. But then he's not getting a lot in return. And usually when the Eight of Pentacles comes, it does say that the person who, if it's not badly aspected, and we'll see with the other cards whether or not it is badly aspected, but when it's not badly aspected, then the person actually understands that this is a part of the way that he has to go through, and he accepts that as something that is not something that you can change, that this is part of life, that in order to really get what you want, you need to work hard, and sometimes you don't make a lot in the beginning, but then later on you get what you deserve if you do the work when it's time to do the work. Now, in this card especially, we see a man that is carrying the woman over on his back, crossing a river. So in this card, it is also very, very much putting a very big emphasis on the fact that the woman is a burden to the man, and that he feels that he is taking a lot of doing a lot of sacrifice in order for her to not get her feet wet, because those waters don't look like water that are too deep for her to walk in, or too stormy to walk in. It does look like he's taking her on his back so that her feet won't get wet. So it does look like someone who is working very hard in order to give his wife whatever, or the woman in his life, whatever she wants, and he doesn't really get much in return. And she looks like she enjoys everything. Like, if you're looking at their expressions, she looks like she enjoys everything. She enjoys the sunlight, and his expression shows how difficult it is for him. So this card, especially in this tarot deck, really describes very good how Harry feels in this relationship. So this is Harry's card. Now let's see what does Megan's card say. And Megan's card is the Ace of Cups. So for Megan, everything is just dandy. She is getting everything she really wanted, and this is a card of getting your emotions fulfilled. This is a card of flow and renewal in the material world. This is a card that of abundance, and this is a card that of someone who really believes that he deserves that. And another thing is that it's a card of freedom. She feels that she got her freedom at last. And in this card, you can see the dove coming out from the cup is like someone who just got freed from everything that was restraining it. So she's very happy. She is she feels like everything is working in her way, and especially in the relationship, and she is very happy. Because she doesn't really care how he feels. She cares that her material needs are met, and for her, this is also means that she's happy. This is what makes her happy. So this is Megan's card. Now, the next card is, what are Harry's desires? What are his real desires? And we get the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is a card that speaks about focusing on the most important things and leaving the trivial things out. This is the psychological interpretation of this card. This is something that this card means you need to focus on your goal, leave your ego aside, but also it shows tendency to make mistakes, not to be concentrated, and to be confused. This is someone who has attention deficit disorder sometimes, and has this tendency to get lost in details. Now, altogether, as what he wants or what he desires, he wants to get over that confusion. He wants everything to be in order. He wants to be able to focus on his goals. Now, what we see here is a couple that are saying goodbye when one of them is going away. So this is in the intuition side, says something about separation, getting separated. Now, this is not a separation that is welcome because they are hugging. It looks like they have a very bad time, hard time to say goodbye to one another, but still they are parting ways. And there is someone here looking and waiting for her to finish saying goodbye to him. So it looks like this card symbolizes his intentions and his desires. So in the intuitive side, just for this card, I would say that his intentions are that as hard as it is going to be for him to separate. But in the psychological point of view, this card speaks about his need to be able to focus on his goals and to stop making mistakes. And this is his main desire. Now let's see what is Megan's main desire or intention, and we get the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is the fantasizer. So she's full of fantasies. She has many fantasies she wants to fulfill. And when the knights are court cards, and court cards always have the tendency to lose the opportunities. But as a card that really that reflects what her desires are, she doesn't want to miss the opportunities. She wants to have her fantasies or what wishes come true. She wants to be able to find the love of her life, like the knight on the white horse. And she wants to have good or surprising results. This is what her desire, her hidden desires are. Okay, so this is card number 4. Now, card number 5 is what is the near future for Harry? And the near future for Harry is the Sun card. So the Sun card is a card of abundance. This is also the card of the Father. So it looks like in the near future, Harry is going to maybe reconnect with his father. Now, I did see that in previous readings that Charles hasn't given up on him no matter what. So maybe, and this is also my conjecture, that maybe he will reconnect with his father. Now, what the Sun card also means is happiness, wealth, and living without restrictions. So it does say something about not going back to the royal family, because being in the royal family means a lot of restrictions. But as it is a card of happiness and personal fulfillment. So this is the near future that we can see for Harry. So what can the near future show? What does the near future show for Megan? And the card that I get is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is a card of being recognized and and having cooperation. Now, as I said many times, this is the third card of the Suit of Wands. So this is the ending of the first cycle. So this is a very small win. This is a very small result. This is the first result that we see in the wands, and this is really the beginning. So this is like someone who has finished some kind of so for others it could be studies, getting a certificate or something like that, but also this is someone who has been recognized by others for his abilities. So it does look like in the near future Megan will be getting some kind of recognition, some kind of good results for one of her ventures. So, but this, as I said, a very small thing. Now, what do we see in the underlying dynamics in the future? What are the underlying dynamics? And we get the card number 14. And card number 14 is, this always makes me a little bit confused because this is not like the cards that I'm used to. But 15 is the devil, so 14 is temperance. And so the underlying energy, and now I'm speaking on the psychological interpretation, is having faith, having believing in believing that things can happen for them. So this is what is the underlying energy, and both of them have this underlying energy that they believe that things can work out between them. But as I look at the card itself and my intuition, we see here someone who is spilling water, but just spilling it, not as it is in the Rider-Waite card, in which the water are moving from one vessel to another, from one cup to another, and not a drop is missed. But here we see that this woman is spilling the water. The water is so this is like spilling the emotions. This is like letting everything go. So and we see here the man just looking at her, doing that without interference, and this gives me, I mean, she is trying to fill a cup, but water is being spilled. So it looks to me that and this is once again my intuition, that as much as she's trying to believe that things can happen between them, as much as they both believe, still the emotions are being spilled. The feelings are getting they're losing some of those feelings. And once again, as I said, this is my intuition. Another thing that I noticed is this picture here that is crooked, and this also gives me this feeling that not everything is okay in the Montecito Kingdom. So this is the 7th card, and the 8th card is the actual outcome, and we get the Hangman. Now, the Hangman is a card of change. This is one of the change cards in the major arcanas, and this is speaking about changing your perspective, changing your point of view. So in the outcome, they will have to change their perspective in order to make the everything work in between them. They will have to change their the way that they keep saying that they are victims. They need to change all of that narrative. They need to change to stop believing that everything will be okay. And exactly what the Temperance card is saying, because the Temperance card speaks about believing that everything will be okay without the need to do anything for it. But then comes the Hangman and tells them no, the changes are you need to change that perspective, you need to change that point of view, you need to stop believing that everything will be okay, you need to start doing things in order to make things to better. This is a card that speaks about you need to be smart, not only just. And this is exactly how what the opposite of how they feel. They right now do whatever they feel that is just. For example, the lawsuits. This is like we are just. This is something that is that is our. This is our right to protect our privacy, and this is everything, like this is just, but it is not smart, because what happened from all of that lawsuit is that so many things came out in that lawsuit that made them actually maybe win in the law in the courthouse, but lose in the public's eyes, because everybody knows now that they lied. Everybody knows that they cooperated with Scooby and his partner for finding freedom. So all of that are just examples of things that they keep doing that they need to stop doing. And this is the actual outcome. And the actual outcome is that change is coming, and they need to understand that change is coming. What kind of change? We don't know exactly, but change is coming, and if they don't adjust to that change, then they will be in a very bad place. So this is the tarot about their relationship, and now I'm going to another shamanic oracle, and let's see what kind of energy can we get from the shamans about their relationship. Okay, so first I'm clearing the cards, and Harry and Meghan's relationship for now, Harry and Meghan's relationship as it is now, Harry and Meghan relationship as it is now. And the card that I get is stripping illusions. So they need to stop fantasizing, they need to stop all of those illusions that they have, and to strip it. They need to understand that these are illusions that can never come true, and they need to just this is what the oracle tells them to do. They need to understand that everything that they are talking about are illusions that cannot come true, and they have to strip it. So this is the second part of this reading, and I hope you liked both readings, and I hope you will subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, write me a comment, write me an email, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.